really anger strike against the unjust suspension of Dr. Tathagata and myself. So this we are really, it's a very atrocious and it's a very draconian act of Apparao. So we are condemning, and for no reason he suspended us. The reason that they quoted is that we have not informed the prior information, or material information has been suppressed. That is not at all correct, and everyone knows it has been discussed in the Parliament of India. It has been discussed in Telangana Legislative Assembly, and each and every newspaper, national and regional newspapers have been reported, and there are prior information from the departments that we have been arrested and taken to the prison. So there is no suppression of material information on part of us. On that pretext, they cannot suspend us. And moreover, there is a FIR and on Apparao based on SCST Atrocity Act. So as an accused, how can he sit and head the council, executive council, and take the decision? And we are faculty, we are all equal in fact. He is maybe a vice chancellor, but we are all faculty. So rules are applicable to him also, if that is the case. When there is an FIR against him, and he is sitting as an accused and judging us, and for no reason we were picked up. The way it was picked up, because university cannot say there is no information on us. It was the university which involved. It is the university vice chancellor who called the police to pick up us. He knows the information. There is no suppression of information.
Registrar filed the case.
And the registrar filed the cases, and the university stalled our bail also. So all this says that there is information in the university, and in fact our respective departments have been informed the vice chancellor that we have been arrested and we kept under prison. So
the university spokesperson has quoted a government rule which says that anyone who has been remanded for a period of 48 hours can be, according to the law, suspended by the university. So what do you have to say about this?
Where see, that is true. We were deemed to be suspended on 22nd March. If at all you know the information, you could have done 23rd and 24th March itself. Now you are taking May 6th June 6th Executive Council met, and June 13th you are issuing the order suspension from March 22nd onwards. Where are the 48 hours or 48 days and more? It's approaching 90 days. So now you are taking. So it is a malafide intention. It's a very unjust, it's a very vindictive nature of the university, and especially Apparao. So you cannot say 48 hours. 48 hours lost long back. Where were you? And according to the law, yes, we were deemed to be suspended. You could have done it.
When we pose the same question, he says he waited for the executive council to be.
There is no, our statutes clearly says that university can take the decision informing the executive council. Need not to, not necessarily to wait for executive council. Executive council can ratify it, but you could have taken. So that you are not, because you are a culprit and you wanted to get the support from the executive council. That's why you waited. So even if that is the case, you could have called executive council meeting on that day. Why you didn't call?
Can I add something to this?
Yeah, sure.
No, I think. So your name and designation.
Yeah, I am Dr. Ratnam, Department of Political Science, and heading the Center for Ambedkar Studies also.
Will you continue, sir? No, you please. Can you turn this section? Raja?
Yeah.
Your name, sir?
I'm Tathagata I teach in the Department of Mathematics, assistant professor there. So I just wanted to sort of respond to that question that you asked about the rules. The point is, like, so this actually tells us a lot about how these things function, right? So if you look at if you take the entire sort of background into consideration, right? First, it is because of the same executive council, it is because of the same so-called vice chancellor Apparao Podile that the decisions were taken which led to the death of Rohit Vemula and the suspension of the other 4 Dalit students. It is their decisions, it is their actions which led to all the protests that have been happening here since January 2016. It is their decisions which brought the police inside campus. It is their decisions which unleashed brute police force on our students, including particularly targeted at Muslim and Dalit students and women students who were not just beaten up but also sexually harassed that day in front of all of us. Which is when some of us went to try to intervene to sort of as trying to protect the students from being attacked by the police, and then many of us were picked up. It is their decision which basically they filed cases against us. They constructed the executive council. The person who is speaking as the pro vice chancellor or as the spokesperson, whatever, of the university, it is again their decision which which put him in that position. He's handpicked for this job and so on. It is this same kind of this same ruling class or this same ruling structure which even legislate the laws that they are now quoting. So basically, the way it is working is that you inflict an atrocity on people and you know that they will react, and then because you are in control of the government, you are in control of the administration, you are in control of the police, you use all that force to then clamp down on the same people who are protesting, and then you quote your own laws to sort of justify your actions. That is basically what is happening. So the entire like the kind of control that these people have on institutions such as this and society at large, that is what I think we should understand from this whole process.
Okay, what's your plan of action and how do you plan to move ahead with your protest? What's your demand?
Our demands are still the same demands that the struggle started with. So we would want to sort of again support the demands that the Joint Action Committee has been raising in terms of arresting the ones who have been responsible for the death of Rohit Vemula.
What's your immediate demand?
One of the immediate demands is the revocation of suspension, but that is not the only demand, because this is not a separate struggle. This is part of the struggle for justice for Rohit Vemula. So we will, like, whatever we do or whatever plan of action we take will be not just to try to ensure that the suspension is revoked, but also like to get justice for the struggle at large.